Hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Friday, March 20th. So with me on the mic, I have some fabulous co-hosts. We have my gorgeous Moon, my Libra Queen, my Icy Chili, and Moderna. Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday
Happy
indeed.
Friday, y'all.
Yes, and shout out to the listeners holding it down in the chat as well. Y'all know I love you too. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntiederek.com and hit the big green subscribe button at the top left and get your daily hugs from me. Well, I think we could just get jump straight into the tea, honey. Let's get it popping.
Tea time.
Yes. Well, this tea, the first piece of tea we're going to talk about is actually a surprise this morning because we just talked about Chuck Norris yesterday, didn't we? And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Chuck Norris dead at 86. Now, when we read the story yesterday, we were told that he did have a little bit of a health scare in Hawaii, but he's doing great. He's working out and nothing to worry about. And now he's dead. Girl. Well, this
I
starts
shouldn't have
off.
laughed at how you finished that statement.
I'm just saying because it's like, wow, this is in 24 hours. This is crazy. So that means either somebody was lying yesterday and probably trying to just tell us that he was doing okay. Now they want privacy. Like, girl, anywho.
They didn't want to admit that that death defeated Chuck Norris.
I've been waiting for the jokes. The jokes.
Well, y'all see where well shit, I just shared the article. So this starts off. Chuck Norris, the famed martial artist and actor in films like The Delta Force and Mission in Action, is dead, TMZ has learned. He died Thursday morning in Hawaii, according to the family, who said, "It is with heavy hearts that our family shares the sudden passing of our beloved Chuck Norris yesterday, Thursday morning. While we would like to keep the circumstances private, please know that he was surrounded by his family and was at peace." The post reads, "He lived with faith, purpose, and an unwavering commitment to the people he loved." TMZ broke the story. Chuck was hospitalized either Wednesday or Thursday, and it seemed sudden because a source who had spoken with Chuck Wednesday said he had been working out and he was in an upbeat, jovial mood. Norris is best remembered for his martial arts and action movie roles in the 1980s and for portraying Texas Ranger Cordell Walker in the CBS TV show Walker, Texas Ranger, which, side note, still has our community in a chokehold, honey. And that show came out in the 1990s. Norris was largely out of acting over the past few decades, except for a few minor roles in movies like The Expendables 2 in 2012. Norris had a black belt in several martial arts. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1989 and became an actual Texas Ranger in 2010. Chuck and Bruce Lee famously had a close relationship for years, training together in the mid-60s. They both starred in the 1972 film The Way of the Dragon. In recent years, he lost several loved ones, including his mother dying in 2024 and his first wife, Diane Holchek, passing away in December. We saw him just days ago in a social media post on March 10th, his 86th birthday, beating up an opponent in Hawaii and declaring, "I don't age, I level up." Even though he hadn't been acting, Chuck maintained relevance on social media where fans still share tons of memes about his legendary toughness. Born in Oklahoma in 1940, Norris served in the U.S. Air Force between 1958 and 1962. Norris married twice in his life. He had 5 children, including actor Mike Norris and NASCAR driver Eric Norris. Chuck was 86. They ended with rest in peace. He won't be getting a rest in peace from me, honey. And I'm not going to say what I want to say because, you know, I'm on a recorded line. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but all I see is another agent of white supremacy gone. So
I'm just here
go.
for the jokes.
Good riddance.
Good. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
Oh, I had put my hand up earlier because Dave was talking about his action movies, and baby, don't nobody remember those for real. The audience that really remember
Gen
those
Xers do, babe.
So-
We do.
a little piece, but he's mostly known for being Walker, Texas motherfucking Ranger. Okay, 9
Oh, now I
seasons.
do
For your
remember Texas
generation,
Ranger.
for your generation, babe, we was there when he was doing the action movies. We was there. We
And
saw him.
I seen them too. But what he's most known for, Walker, Texas Ranger. Okay.
Oh yeah, because the syndication on that was something serious. I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
who made that
Hello.
deal. I don't know who made that deal, but that thing syndicated. Okay. I'm just here for the memes though. I am literally here for the Chuck Norris jokes. That's it. I just need those.
Well, he told they had a good joke in this article talking about some I don't age, I level up. Well, he had his final level now.
Oh no, that last level up was the final chapter.
It is
I'm
final
sorry.
now, honey.
It's the final chapter. It was the final chapter.
No, honey, but every time, because I remember, like, especially like around 2007 or so, the MySpace days, like Chuck Norris, like the jokes were funny. They were truly hilarious.
They were
But,
joking.
baby, once I learned of his politics and then like how he took being an actual Texas Ranger very seriously, if you know what I mean, police lives matter, blue lives matter, whatever they want to say. Yeah, he was.
Blue line.
This is one joke that I saw. He could have gone long ago, but the Grim Reaper had to work up enough courage first because he is Chuck Norris.
Correct.
Well, they gonna have Chuck Norris jokes because they already got a bunch of them because he's so bad, right?
Oh yeah. I said, immediately when I saw the notification of his death, I said, oh, death finally whooped his ass.
Look, wake that up in the comments, honey. He said how voting for Obama would lead to 1,000 years of darkness in America. When I tell you it is fuck Chuck Norris.
Okay, yeah, it is fuck Chuck Norris, but still, the jokes still are funny. The premise of the joke.
Well, now he's going to have 1,000 years of darkness in hell.
Hello? I mean, the statement's not wrong currently. So, I mean, Jesus. BFFs all around me every day.
We have a comment saying, fuck that dead cracker. Well, okay.
Saltines everywhere.
Well, I like saltines with peanut butter. Anywho, girl, speaking of saltines, honey, why is the Canadian saltine that is Justin Bieber, why is him and Usher fighting at Beyonce's party, bitch?
Please tell me you got the picture with her in the background.
I don't know. I ain't even see
it. Let me find it.
Honey, but I did share the TMZ article, and you see where it says Usher and Justin Bieber have heated exchange at Beyonce's Oscar after party. Wow. Y'all fighting at Beyonce's party for, and then the fact that we know this means that somebody didn't sign that NDA, or somebody is violating that NDA. Because the party with Beyonce, you will have to sign the NDA. So we're not supposed to know any of this information, but I'm glad that we do. Oh, and also, if any of the celebrities that were there, and you have like actual recount of what happened, please feel free to reach out to me, whether that be Instagram, Twitter, email a bitch at auntie@auntiederek.com. And if you want to remain anonymous, we will keep you anonymous. But no, I want to know what the hell happened, because some reports said that they actually like threw hands at each other. They fought, but it turns out that other reports are saying no, they didn't fight.
Post the picture. I sent it to you. I texted it to you.
Okay, let me get it. Oh, girl. Okay.
You're doing a little too much gagging for me, bitch. Post this picture now. Post it now.
Let me get it. I got to put her on my notepad so I can transfer her over here, honey. Let me see. Oh, girl. Oh, come on, OneNote. Y'all use a little bit faster than this, honey. Oh, yes, honey. Oh, girl, they grabbing and Beyonce look gagged, honey. Okay, so it should be on my notepad. Let me save it. Yep, on my notepad, and I'm about to put it in here. Damn it. Okay.
And I want to know who found these two pictures where they eyeing each other. They put them together so they could be eyeing each other, side eyeing each other. It's crazy.
And then it's real, honey, because you can see the sweat from Usher's head. And one thing Usher gonna do is sweat, honey. So let's and blow up the picture, y'all. Zoom it.
He got this little motherfucker
Nah, I don't like that finger in the face.
Oh, and grabbing his jacket. Like, what you gonna do?
The way Usher should have beat his ass. Now, how we don't know if this is AI or not, because Beyonce in the background like this is hilarious. It's hilarious.
I don't think TMZ would have their watermark approved on something that was AI.
Girl, look at Beyonce holding that bottle or that glass of wine, honey.
And what kind of wine is it? Is it is it a Merlot? Is it
It's
a
giving
Cabernet?
red, honey.
Not
It's giving red. Giving red.
Definitely look at the gag, baby.
She
Like,
is
what going
gagged down,
on?
honey. Ooh, them titties is
My
perky
ass
though.
up here trying to talk and I'm on mute the whole time. I
Yeah,
feel
why?
like that that finger pointing at him looks a little weird. I don't know. Is that just maybe the lighting on the jacket? It looks a little different. But I don't know.
Who this white woman in the back to the left?
I don't know.
I don't know. She looks familiar though.
That's what's that actress name?
And Bieber's
I
eyes
just
is
wonder
red.
why. Okay, so here's my curiosity. Y'all hear me out. Okay, we have the two people right here in the center, and they are clearly in some kind of heated exchange. And if you look at the photo initially, the only person that's gagged is Beyonce. Now, the white woman in the background to the left, she's looking a little concerned. The white man next to her doesn't look interested, but he's watching. Then the black man isn't even paying attention to them. If you look a little further past the black man, there's somebody's random head. There's another, looks to be white man that's also not paying attention. And then there's somebody that gives Diddy look-alike, but we know it ain't him, that also is not looking in the direction of the argument. And this feels like, one, wherever Beyonce is walking in a party, people would be paying attention around her. And then two, they're arguing enough and close enough to where it's like, why aren't people interested in what's happening in this photo? So it leaves me with questions because it's like, what's really going on here?
Well, and also keep in mind, like, this is a star-studded event, right? And Beyonce is that girl. I'm not taking that because Beyonce is truly that girl. But when you have
it's her party.
And it's her party. But they have a list of the people that were in here in this article of like who were there, and it's pretty much mostly A-listers. So I don't think like all these A-listers are gonna like, oh my God, be like they're not gonna be like us up in there around Beyonce. Like, oh my God, it's Beyonce. They're just like, oh, they're gonna be, yeah, I was just with her last week.
Yeah, true. They might not give two shits about it and be like, oh, there go my girl, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like not everybody around them right now is interested in this finger pointing moment, which would seem like a big moment between two big A-listers, right? Like we know Usher's an A-lister and we know Justin Bieber, unfortunately, has hit the list of A's. So it's like, I don't know, it just feels off.
Yeah, we have a comment saying maybe it happened suddenly. Yeah, and just maybe caught people by surprise. And, you know, Beyonce, because it's her party, she really had to be up on like, what the hell going on over here, honey? Not at my party.
I do want to point out that Beyonce is your favorite's favorite. And so they all be, I'm telling you, even the A-listers be like, oh my God, Beyonce, she talked to me. Or I saw her.
Well, yeah, but if they just saw her last week, which they usually do, like,
how many bitches is out here seeing Beyonce last week? I don't know too many bitches that's out here that be like, oh yeah, girl, I saw Beyonce last week.
Ivanka Trump probably saw her last week.
Oh, see, okay, here you go.
Who you said saw her?
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm seeing reports that someone's saying that that image is
AI.
AI. Yeah.
I said that hand is not right.
This is why. In this day and age of technology, you literally have to question every fucking thing you see. Because that whole Tyler Perry... Oh, wait. You might be talking about it later on.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll shut up. I'll address it then. But yes, you literally have to question everything. And when I look further in this photo, I'm like, well, hold on. If there's a big argument happening between Usher and that white boy, and that white boy pointing his finger disrespectfully at a black man, everybody around them ain't paying attention. Cause I know damn well I be looking over like, Usher, you about to smack the shit out of him, right?
And look, if you look at the picture, the hand, that hand is weird. I'm seriously, it does not look like like it's attached to his arm on the far right side.
Oh, so we do have and confirmation, from the inventor of the internet in the chat saying analysis of the image that was uploaded indicates that all or part of it was edited or generated with Google AI.
Thank you. Because the gag is, while I know shit gags Beyonce, she wouldn't be caught getting gagged in a photo like that. Think about when her sister beat Jay-Z ass. She was in that elevator to the side, not gagged at all. When she left the elevator, she was smirking. Sister ain't about to be gagged by a white boy pointing a finger at Usher, knowing Usher could whoop his ass. Girl, these people trying it. But that is funny to have Beyonce.
But everybody has been trying to make it seem like that Usher and Justin Bieber have some type of beef. They keep doing this. I don't know.
There is a beef there.
Well, maybe it is a beef there.
That feels
but they're trying to move it up or make it more like, I don't know. They could have fallen out and just be like, well, we're not cool.
Auntie, give us the synopsis of what the beef is.
Well, there is no synopsis because nobody knows what happened. There's just reports of but they had some friction back and forth, and Usher has because remember that there were reports of how they unfollowed each other on social media.
Oh yes,
a few months back. So there was certainly something there. They had like a falling out or something.
Yeah, but
Well, this starts off. Usher and Justin Bieber got into it at an Oscars after party hosted by Beyonce and Jay-Z. TMZ has learned. We have heard people talking about the incident between Usher and Justin, with some saying it ended up as a fist fight between the two. Now, sources connected to Justin tell TMZ Usher came up to Justin at the party with energy and anger, and the two got into a quote-unquote heated exchange. Our Bieber sources say there was no physical contact, but it was intense. We have blown up the telephones of Usher's camp to see if they have a consistent story, but we have not heard back. We're told Justin's been trying to erase everyone in his past, and one source connected to JB told us he has always been rude to Usher. Still, it's unclear what the argument was about, and though we're told it did not drag on. There could be lots of celeb witnesses to the fight. B&J were hosting, and the guest list was insane. Here's who we know was in attendance. So Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, Tiana Taylor, Timothy Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, Austin Butler, Jacob Elordi, Emma Stone, Emma Watson, Kendall Jenner, Megan Fox, Kris Jenner, Sofia Vergara, shout out to her Dios Mio coffee, Ben Diesel, Jean Baptiste, Jack O'Connell, Chloe Bailey, Vanessa, and Natalia Bryant, plus Justin's wife, Hailey Bieber.
Queen Latifah. Everybody was there. Everybody goes to their Oscar party.
Yeah, everybody.
Well, it's Beyonce, honey. If Beyonce invites you to a party, you best show the fuck up.
And then this ends. It says the last time we saw Justin and Usher out together was in 2022 at Coeur d'Alene, however you say this French lake, in Idaho. And no word if cops were called. Well, of course they were, because we could have easily found that in a report somewhere. So I'm sure no cops were called. But one of y'all celebrities need to speak up. One of y'all saw what the fuck happened. We want to know. What the hell was they arguing about?
I feel like somebody is misrepresenting. I don't know. And if everybody was NDA'd, then I don't think we gonna be getting no infos. And matter of fact, I don't even think they don't have their phones in there.
Yep, exactly. Because
So who was taking the picture?
Somebody took a picture.
It certainly wasn't Getty.
Or they probably had on the meta glasses. You know that because I think that's a way that people are going around not having phones out.
Yeah, and that even came out with a way, or I saw some video on YouTube that showed people how to hack, quote unquote, the physical meta glasses, so that way it doesn't have to show the light on when you're
They drilled
recording.
the light out.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no good, boy. Y'all just love this technology. That whew, no, thank you.
Mm. Well, speaking of something that I love that y'all don't, but 50 Cent.
No.
The reason he's being brought up is because y'all know who Kimbo Slice is, right?
Yeah.
So there's a director that's doing a Kimbo Slice biopic, and he is eyeing 50 Cent to play that role.
Yuck.
Well, Kimbo Slice isn't attractive, so maybe it fits.
Okay, so not too much. not too much. But you see where it says here by way of all hip hop, 50 Cent eye for Kimbo Slice movie role, according to director Eve Rivera. And if I'm saying his name wrong, please forgive me, but ain't that the Spanish pronunciation of that? Well, director Eve Rivera is already thinking blockbuster while the rest of us are still catching up. The respected music video director quietly slid into the Real Report show recently and let something slip that people in both hip hop and film circles raising their eyebrows. Rivera says he's developing a biopic on the late street fighting legend Kimbo Slice, and he already has a very interesting name in mind to play the role, none other than 50 Cent. Now that is the kind of casting rumor that makes you pause for a second. During the conversation, Rivera also spoke on his connections to Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, two artists he has worked with visually over the years, but it was the Kimbo Slice revelation that really stood out. The idea of 50 stepping into the role of the backyard brawling icon feels unconventional at first glance. Then again, when you think about 50 Cent's evolution from rapper to television powerhouse with the Power Universe and multiple film projects under his belt, it suddenly does not feel far-fetched. And then I'm just going to Kimbo Slice, born Kevin Ferguson, became a viral phenomenon before viral fame was even fully understood. Grainy backyard fight footage turned him into a cultural attraction and eventually opened doors to MMA promotions like Elite XC and the UFC. His story has always felt cinematic. From Miami Street legend to a global combat sports figure, there is a lot to unpack emotionally and culturally. So I'm actually just going to stop it right there. But yeah, we have a comment saying they do look similar. They do. And I think, and 50's not a bad actor, so I think pull it off. Not a bad actor at all. So, yeah. Am I going to see it? You know I am. You know I'm going to be front and center. I don't know a damn thing about Kimbo Slice Hunter, but I guess I will know because of my nyan playing him honey.
Oh my God.
But I did hear of the name. I know the name, Kimbo. I just didn't know, his story.
Oh yeah, he was a backyard fighter. Strictly. Beat people's ass for money.
And one thing, when it comes to theater, like when it comes to acting, one thing that 50 is known for is actually like taking it seriously. Like when he did, I don't know if y'all, well, I'm sure y'all didn't see the movie, but Things Fall Apart. What we're not gonna do. No, ma'am, we don't do that. Well, what's also happening is Young Buck actually did a post and delete about 50. And is alleging some things, honey. And you see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop, Young Buck accuses 50 Cent of getting weird at the Playboy Mansion. Ooh. Well, and this says 50 Cent has plenty of beef with his peers, including Young Buck. Earlier this week, the Nashville-born performer took to social media to call him out for his endless online trolling. When niggas started trolling, I do shit that a nigga wish he can do. Walk through your neighborhood, he said in the video. Walk through your own hood first. You want to play all these gay-ass jokes and shit. Walk through your neighborhood and let's see how folks treat you with no security. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'm getting money in my hood. You ain't even funny no more. We all know you're a joke. It didn't take long for 50 to fire back. And in an Instagram post of his own, he took a couple of shots at his former collaborator, making it clear that he stands by his social media antics. Look at this punk ass. We know you like them boys, Buck, he declared. Brorilla like the girls, and that's a better fit around here, punk. You and your hood because you broke, boy. So Buck responded once again in a now deleted post on Instagram. It features some alleged blueprint screenshots of the tunnels rumored to be under the Playboy Mansion. You worried about telling lies, but the truth is Hollywood gets weird, he captioned the post per Complex. We went on at the mansion. What went on at the mansion, Curtis? The internet be loud, but the mansion nights be quiet. At the time of writing, 50 Cent has not publicly responded to Young Buck's post. And I'm just going to stop it right there. But
Auntie, your favorite is homophobic.
He addressed this already. He addressed this back in there was a song called Rider Music, and he said I read somewhere I was homophobic. Shit, go in the hood, I see mad niggas on my dick. So no, he's not homophobic.
I know you fucking lying. I know you just did not say that. I know. I know. What the fuck just happened? Where's my okay? I'm sorry. What? 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 Did I just get gaslit? What the fuck was that?
I can't even keep a straight face right now. I had to take off my glasses because there are real tears coming down my eyes right now, man. Oh my god. What did I just get gaslit? Yes, girl. That's what just happened. Because not too much on my man now. I know he's problematic, but I love him.
Oh, that's the exception that we give it for homophobia? We get the exception? Oh. Oh.
Oh no, honey, he's been. And then I'm gonna let y'all in on a little other secret. So, well, not really a secret, but back in 2004, there was a book. I forget the name of the book, but there was a book called about like homo thugs or whatever. It was a story about a man who escaped from jail, and he met a group of guys. Like, and if I forgot what in the book what they called them, but everybody knew who was reading it that was supposed to have been G Unit. And it alleged, and this was back in 2004 now, it alleged that these guys were fucking around with each other. They were doing a lot of gay shit, and there was a true like homo thug underground movement going on, and G Unit was a really big part of it. And they even had to do like it was one excerpt in the book. They were saying how Young Buck actually got put on his back and with his legs open and got fucked like a bitch, allegedly the Young Buck character of the book. So I brought all this up to say that these were all. I was 18 years old at the time, and if I was hearing it back then, these whispers have been going on for a very long time. Oh, we have a comment. Young Buck got booked. Allegedly. So that's that on that, honey. Oh, well, this next story. So it's finally cat's out of the bag now, or I guess I should say baby's out of the bag. Lotto finally announced that she is pregnant with her married man's baby. And you see where I just shared here by way of TMZ. Lotto announces she's pregnant with her first child.
Well, and the thing, why are people? I saw something. Okay, so I thought she came out saying she's with 21 Savage. I finally got announced, and now she's pregnant. But then somebody saying it's some football player. I'm like, what are we doing here? This is a lot going on.
It ain't no football player, baby. That is 21 Savage. When I tell you that girl been out in the field trying to get that married man, honey. And she found, look, this is how Chuck Norris at his final level. This is her final level, honey. She wanted that baby with that nigga so bad, allegedly. Well, this starts off. Lotto just made a major announcement to the world. She's preggers with her first child. I hate the word preggers. It just sounds so filthy. Anyway, the rapper served up the baby news by posting a music video on her Instagram page for her single, Business and Personal. She accompanied the video with the cover of her fourth album, Big Mama, which shows her cradling a young cheetah while flaunting her baby bump. In the caption, Lotto reminded everyone that the record will be released on May 29th. And that's not all. Lotto also featured her bun in the oven while sporting a bra and shorts during the Business and Personal video. At one point, she raps, Maybach, that's the Benz of the day. Car seat, got a kid on the way. As for who the dad is, the most likely suspect is fellow rap star 21 Savage, whose hand can apparently be seen touching Lotto's protruding stomach in the video. Lotto has been dating 21 since at least September of 2025. That's what she wanted us to believe. Anywho, when she announced they were an item, once referring to him as her husband. So, and it ends with congrats, Lotto. Yep, congrats, Lotto, on being a future single mom. Well, that's that on that, honey. I'm sorry. I just feel like it's too much information out here to know that anytime that you start procreating with someone else's husband, it usually does not end well for you. But I hope I'm wrong.
What do you like to tell us? I don't want better. So I can hear her saying she don't want better. She want him.
Right. But the difference between me and her is that she can procreate. I can't. Like, I'm not like repopulating the kid. No,
I know, but she don't. She want to repopulate with that boy. I guess. I guess. Wasn't he? Why everybody keep saying he was married? I thought it was like a citizenship situation or something like that.
They're gonna say anything, honey. You know how married
I didn't even
niggas
know
like,
he was married. I didn't even know
he was married like hell, honey. And then you know how like a lot of these niggas, like especially one of my friends, the niggas she was dating actually said that and told her, oh yeah, me and that's my ex, but because we bought a house together, neither one of us didn't want to give up the house, so that's why we still there together. I'm like, nigga. That sound right to you?
That was a little weak ass. No, that's not how that works. But I don't know. I mean, he is a illegal alien. What they be saying? Illegal alien. I hate that word, but yeah.
Okay, so can we just put a pin in this and see how happy she is in a year from now?
Oh, wake that up, okay? When she's a single mother.
Hell, shit, the way the shit been going, shit, before she even give birth, they'll be broke up.
Big mama.
But I don't wish that on nobody. That's just been the track record for a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't us wishing it, honey. It's just it's the data telling us that is likely to happen. So there you go. Well, speaking of some data, a statistic that need to be thrown back to fucking jail if you ask me. But Boosie. Child, you see where it says here by way of Hot New Hip Hop, Boosie Badass responds to a woman who claims that he raped her at 5 years old.
God damn.
I wanted to say skip before you got to that part, but Jesus. Lord.
Yep. This is it says Boosie Badass is currently facing some incredibly serious allegations, but according to him, there's absolutely zero truth to them. Recently, a woman took to social media to allege that the Louisiana rapper sexually assaulted her when she was just 5 years old. She claims he dated her mother in the early 2000s, describing him as an allegedly violent person. It didn't take long for Boosie to respond, and he didn't hold back. In a clip shared by the Neighborhood Talk, he proclaims his innocence and vows to take legal action against his accuser. Moreover, he asks for help identifying her, even offering fans money for any information they can provide him with. They got this lying-ass bitch that gave me fake accusations, saying I raped her when she was 5 years old, and gave me the worst accusation a man could have in the world, he began. I'm suing this bitch for defamation of character. I just left the lawyer's office. I need her real name, he continued. I've got $1,000 to anybody who got her real name. I need her brother's real name, her cousin's real name, her mama's real name, her grandpa's real name. I'm about to show this bitch I'm not to be fucked with. This is some crazy shit. At the time of writing, the woman has not publicly responded to Boosie's legal threat. News of these latest allegations comes just a couple of days after the 43-year-old made some of his own. In various social media posts shared earlier this week, he revealed that someone recently called CPS on him and his fiancée, Rogel. Eventually, he says he was able to find the caller's social media's profile, only to discover that she'd allegedly posted about him several times. He put her on blast, posting several photos of her, labeling her as an alleged stalker. Let me just say, Even if it's not true that he done, fondled with this little girl when she was 5 years old, I have nothing to defend the idea that he wouldn't do something like that. This is the same man that took a sex worker, hired a sex worker to go in there and go in a room and suck his 12-year-old son's dick. So I absolutely believe that he did some shit like this. Because it's right up his alley. These niggas be weird as fuck. Weird and predatory and pedophiles. Like, isn't that illegal? Yes, it's very illegal. And that's why his ass is a career prisoner. So, because he's always doing some stupid ass, dumb ass, predatory ass, illegal shit. But yeah, I absolutely believe this girl's claims. I don't even need to hear nothing else. She might very well be lying. She might, but shit, after his past actions that have been confirmed, I have no reason to believe that what she's saying is a lie. So that's that on that. Well, oh, girl. So this story for the millennials, honey. The ones who used to watch Even Stevens. Girl. So remember we kind of talked about Christy Carlson Romano not too long ago. We said, usually she minds her business, she stays unproblematic, she just sit there, be cute and whatever. And I don't know if y'all saw recently, but like they actually did this whole trend of the former Disney stars asking them like who's on their top Mount Rushmore of Disney. Raven said that it would be her, Liz McGuire, and some other people I forgot. Well, a lot of people have actually mentioned Shia LaBeouf, and a few people say, I don't know about that. Well, now the person who famously played his sister is pretty much saying the same thing as well. I wanted to share the article, but it's an Entertainment Weekly article, so I'm going to have to share my screen. But you all should see where it says here by way of Entertainment Weekly. Christy Carlson Romano agrees with Demi Lovato. Shia LaBeouf does not belong on Rushmore of Disney Channel greats, honey. Imagine somebody playing your sister, honey, in that famous TV show saying that about you. Child. And I'm sure she's saying it with good reason. Well, Christy Carlson Romano is the latest combatant to enter the Disney Channel flame wars. A harmless question posed to That's a Raven star Raven Simone, because I'm trying to say her name right now, but about who she placed on her personal Mount Rushmore of Disney Channel icons has evolved into an ever-widening family feud. After Raven casually selected Shia LaBeouf, who broke out on the network's popular comedy series Even Stevens, but whose public image has since become engulfed in controversy, his very standing among his DC brethren has been called into question. Demi Lovato, or who I like to call Demi Lovocals, who appeared in the popular Disney Channel film Camp Rock, among others, was next asked who she swapped in for George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and the rest. While she agreed with Raven that Liz McGuire star Hilary Duff had to be on there and picked Raven herself, she dissented when it came to LaBeouf. I'm okay on that one. We can pass, she stated. Now, Romano, who starred on Even Stevens with LaBeouf from 2000 to 2003, is offering her 2 cents. Shia doesn't deserve to be on the Rushmore. I'll be writing a Substack on this so you can understand why. Romano wrote on a post on Twitter on Thursday that was reviewed by Entertainment Weekly, but has since been deleted. The cryptic comment lit fans up with speculation over potential rift between the former on-screen siblings, while many others offered their own visions of Disney Channel Rushmore. But anyone familiar with Romano post-Even Stevens' career won't be surprised by her publicly parting ways with LaBeouf. I'm just gonna read this last paragraph and keep it there. I'm honored that people would think I still be in touch with him because it means that we really did a good job of making you think we were real life brother and sister, Romano shared in 2021. But in reality, it just wasn't like that.
Well, that's letting me know he been a little asshole.
Shia been LaBeouf, honey. He absolutely has.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't know that. And I liked him as a kid. Like, I loved him when he was in Transformers. I just thought, oh, he's just going to do so great. Well.
Girl, when Transformers came out, honey, we really thought that both him and Megan Fox, like, we thought they had next, honey.
Mm-hmm. No, didn't work out that way. I love that Transformer movie. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was cute.
I like Shia LaBeouf. I think I have a problem with people with a dry sense of humor. They're usually for real assholes, but I be loving the dry, sarcastic humor and stuff like that. Just like Vince Vaughn. I love me some Vince Vaughn. But
No,
I
Vince
can't.
is funny. Vince is funny.
But
Shout out to
no,
Vince. You know
no,
he's an
he's a
Aries.
no shout out. He is a fucking Trump supporter.
He
Fucking
is?
yes.
Okay, let me take my shout out back. Fuck Vince Vaughn. You can't even, matter of fact, Aries, we gonna have a meeting.
So disappointed because I really liked Wedding Crashers and all. Just a lot of his stuff cracks me up because he has a very dry humor. But they're very problematic. Ugh.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that busted my bubble. Yeah, he was all in the MAGA parties and especially this last time. Mm-hmm.
And please feel free to bust my bubble on anybody, because you know I be doing it to y'all all the time, so it's quite okay. If you, I have to be able to take it if I can give it out.
Yeah, you bust my bubble a couple times. So tragic.
Well, that's that on that. Oh, girl, speaking of another tragedy, honey, how you so damn violent? You get your damn show canceled before it even starts.
Ooh,
Y'all heard about the
that's so
Bachelorette?
embarrassing. That's so
Funny.
embarrassing. That's
Girl.
so embarrassing.
It was supposed to premiere Sunday, and they said, "Oh, nope."
But
All
how
the
did
ads and
Disney
shit.
not know this? How did Disney not know? They thought we wasn't gonna find out, and I don't know why they thought that. Because
I
they was
think so, and I was thinking they were kind of hoping that we wouldn't find out as well. They were hoping they would just, but not. And did y'all happen to see the video?
where she was.
Yep.
I didn't see it in motion,
Yes.
but I saw a clip.
And
It
that's the
was
reason why it was
bad.
canceled. And that's the reason
Because she
why
was
it
trying
was
to whoop his
canceled.
ass.
Oh, she
Look
won't
here.
try.
She was.
She would,
But
his
that's
ass, and then threw a chair at him twice, and I think they were saying how the chair ended up like inadvertently hitting the daughter.
The 5-year-old,
Oh,
yep.
shit.
And that's absolutely why Disney said, well, we absolutely gonna have to cancel you now. Because they knew beforehand. They just didn't
knew
care.
because they actually are the parent company of the show that happened on. So they absolutely knew, and they were going to try and do it. Somebody leaked it out. They like, oh, sorry, well, we got to cancel you.
Taylor Frankie Paul.
Cat is out of the bag.
It's out of the bag. You know who else done left that ass too, honey? That partnership she had with Meta.
Oh.
And you see, I just shared here by way of TMZ. Meta has no plans to work with Taylor Frankie Paul again after violent video.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord.
She
Oh,
lost
now Meta's
everything.
got moral. Now Meta got morals. Fuck them.
Well, I won't say too much because they paying me right now, so I ain't gonna say too much.
She lost it all, baby.
Lost it all, and this was something she actually already had going. So, and this starts off. Taylor Frankie Paul's business relationships are taking a major hit following the shocking video tied to her 2023 domestic violence case, with Meta telling TMZ it has no plans to work with her again. A rep for Meta tells TMZ the company entered into a content deal with Taylor last year, which involved posting a handful of TikToks tagged #MetaPartner, and that agreement officially ran its course with one of her most recent posts published just 5 days ago. However, after seeing the harrowing video we published the other day, we're told Meta is done with Taylor moving forward. In case you missed it, earlier this week, Cinnabon told us it parted ways with the Secret Life of Mormon Wives and The Bachelorette amid abuse allegations against Taylor. And ABC ultimately scrapped The Bachelorette season that was set to premiere on Sunday following the release of the video. Safe to say, this may be just the first domino and more deals could follow. Oh, ain't no could about it, baby. More than whatever she got is a part of, honey. Oh, they gon' because they gonna drop her like it's gonna drop like
I hope
five.
she saved up. I hope she wasn't spending all that money too quick because she gonna. Woo.
And unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but it's actually very easy to do something like that when it comes to a woman. You see how quickly they can just snatch
Or a
something
brown
away.
person. Or a brown person.
Well, because
Please, or
even brown men still, like, when it comes to abuse and stuff, a lot of them still.
Cesar Chavez, that news broke 24 hours later. People was making petitions to change street names. They trying to figure out how they.
That was like when it comes to children, like, molesting children and stuff. But when it comes to like domestic violence or beating on somebody, they tend to.
Well, I wouldn't even say that because we got a whole Elon Musk, not Elon Musk, Jeffrey Epstein case, and these white folks don't seem to give a damn about the children. So I don't know. I don't know. They pick and choose.
Ooh. So I'm looking at the comments. Oh, this is crazy. All the marketing and promotional work done on this to be canceled
Wasted.
in less than a week. Yep. And what an expensive loss. This
Wasted.
show was heavily promoted during the Oscars. It sure was.
Saw her little ass everywhere.
Everywhere. I said, how embarrassing. That is so embarrassing.
Are you embarrassed, honey? What did you learn? Keep your goddamn hands to yourself, and chairs belong on the ground, not thrown at people.
Especially
Yeah,
you hitting
wrong
your
with you.
Going out in infamy. That's crazy.
Ugh. She'll be all right. She a white lady. Somebody will marry her.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Mhm.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Do
That is the truth.
Do y'all remember Grant Ellis? You probably, because I
No.
don't think any of y'all watched The Bachelor, but he was one of the black bachelors on there. Very good looking.
Child. Who's
I
gonna
heard
watch
about it.
Well,
I
he
think
actually. What'd you say, Khalifa Queen?
I was gonna say I think I've ever only seen episodes from the original Bachelor, first one, the guy, and that's it.
Yeah, he's one of the. What make Grant special is I think what is he the second black guy to ever do it, to do the whole series. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think he is. I know it was something special about him, and he was actually really cool. I didn't watch it like in its entirety, but I did see a couple of clips. Nice guy with a nice personality, but he feels that ABC did the absolute right thing by canceling that. And there's a video of them TMZ catching up with him, and we're going to watch this together while I go get me some water.
Pappy says primetime show. They're having to figure out what show should replace or should place what show should be placed in there. All the advertising ad dollars lost. So who can we advocate for? Who's on ABC that's still, you know what I'm saying, still
Look, advocate for something, because right now they're playing American Idol reruns.
We don't want it. We don't want it.
Man, how many times have they pulled a whole show? How many times has that happened? Right before it's gonna pop off. So crazy.
This has not happened before. Yeah, goddamn.
I didn't think so. Cause whoa.
Well, let's see what Grant Ellis, one of the former contestants, has to say about this.
I know, as a former, Bachelor. I mean, what's your take on ABC canceling the entire season of The Bachelorette with Taylor Frankie Paul?
Well, listen, Bachelor Nation, ABC, and I, we stand against domestic violence 100%, and it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation, but I think it's a time and place to talk about, some of the African American leads that have come from rougher environments like myself, that have been faced with all these temptations and have no felonies, have no run-ins with the law, and we made it out. So it's although this is really negative, there's a silver lining here.
Okay. So, I mean, do you feel like it was fair to scrap the whole entire season of filming? I mean, especially for the guys who gave up their time to be there.
I think ABC needed to take a stance, and they did that. I think if they would have aired the season, it would have left room for interpretation, and they did the right thing.
Okay. I mean, do you think that they kind of dropped the ball in casting, Taylor Frankie Paul? Given all the controversy.
There's a lot of controversy. I think they were looking to do something new, and you can't really account for everything. I think there were some errors made there, but it's part of life. You live and you grow.
I mean, how do you think ABC should make this right for the fans? I mean, because do you think that this is going to hurt the franchise?
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fans most importantly, because they were anticipating the season. I was anticipating it, and I'm sure they'll find a new show or another concept that they could push out there.
Do you think that it could be the end of the franchise? I know people are talking about that.
I don't know. I don't know. I know it's a big road they have to overcome with this, and to make it up to the fans and to make it up for the viewers and the people that have been on the show that have avoided drama in their life and that have done the right thing. I think they got a lot of ground to make up.
Do you think ABC did the right choice in scrapping the whole entire season? I mean,
girl,
they made the right choice.
What did I tell you?
I know.
What did I tell you?
That make decisions, and they made the right choice. They made the right choice, and although it's gonna take some time to recoup, it's the right thing to do morally.
Okay. So should the next Bachelor come from the guys on her season since, they never got their shot?
I don't know. I don't know where the next Bachelor is going to come from. I will say that being a Bachelor is a very hard job. You deal with a lot of criticism, a lot of backlash, and I think whoever's deserving of that role, I think they'll do a good job. But for right now, I think we need to focus on just mending it with the fans, honestly.
Harvey is not giving her a bonus for all them extra questions.
She was getting on my fucking nerves.
Told you. They don't know how to stop asking questions. They do not. They miss the mark every single time.
She probably thought he was so cute, honey. She just wanted to do anything to keep his ass up. Because I could have sworn she asked him the same question like 3 different times.
She did. Girl, shut up.
Harvey is not giving you a bonus, girl. Mm-mm.
She don't care about Harvey's vote. She wanted his vote because she was trying to find a way to sneak in. Hey, can I get your phone? No, because I saw the show. No. You ain't with that girl no more, is you? No, he too light for me, honey. But nice looking.
Yeah, he seems very nice.
Yeah. But TMZ is notorious for
terrible.
Wait, that should have ended 6 questions ago.
So right, you are so right about that. Like, girl,
golly,
pulling questions out of ass at that point. Like, girl.
Okay.
Well, that's that on that. Well, honey, speaking of pulling things out their ass, honey, Dave Grohl said, he trying to stop pulling so much, side babies out of his ass out of nowhere. Remember how we talked about him and his foo fritters quite a bit? Girl, how about, when I heard this story broke.
He got another baby?
No, because he's actually trying to fix it. And you see where it says here, by way of E! Online, Dave Grohl has been in therapy 6 times a week since affair and baby admission.
Damn.
6 times, girl.
He need help.
He's so damn horny, honey. He got this. Look,
he's going. Some of these motherfuckers need to be going 7 days a week, but hey.
Look, he probably tried to do 7 days a week, but the sex therapist was like, you know what? I need a break. Like, well, this starts off. Dave Grohl couldn't keep some things in ever long. It's why he decided to share in September 2024 the fact that he'd fathered a child outside of his over 2-decade-long marriage to Jordan Bloom, with whom he shares 3 daughters. As for deciding to make the admission on social media, Dave Grohl told The Guardian in an interview published on March 20th, I had to turn everything off. One of those things being my concern for what other people think. Being able to shut off that part of yourself can be sometimes a very healthy exercise in considering life within your immediate radius. Not giving all of that so much currency within yourself that it can completely destroy yourself. During the interviews, the Foo Fighters frontman discussed how he'd been in therapy 6 times a week for 70 weeks, amounting to a current total of over 430 sessions, which would align with him starting shortly after admitting his affair. And while Dave admitted there were so many things that led him to therapy, he refrained from discussing the cheating scandal in any more detail. I have to be perfectly honest. Writing songs and writing lyrics about these things is sometimes enough, he explained. As far as having a deeper, longer conversation about them, I still do reserve a lot of this for my own personal life, as impersonal and in public as it may seem. But I think that for many reasons, I wound up in a place that I needed to stop and sit with myself and reevaluate myself. It's an ongoing process. One of the things he's discovered since beginning therapy is his tendency to be overly ambitious and to take on too many projects. I think that's how I ended up overextending myself and getting lost, he said. I wasn't sitting with myself, and I really am really letting feelings go from my head into my heart and down to his dick. Anywho, getting to the point where I was just like, I need to stop, turn everything off, and find my heart. As for any changes, his bandmates have noticed him in As for any changes his bandmates have noticed in him since the affair, the bassist Nate Mendel reflected, he's putting the aspirations for the band in a different place, ambition-wise. There's other things that have more prominence, life outside of music. While Jordan, who never addressed Dave's affair publicly, was seen without her wedding ring on immediately following his admission, they have since stepped out together on multiple occasions and made their first joint red carpet appearance in October. Child. To be completely honest, it's just trying to say because it looks good on paper, right? Oh, I'm going to therapy 6 different times or 6 different days a week, honey. A total of, so far we got like 430 sessions. But you know what he using that one day off for? To go fuck somebody else.
Fucking.
But this time he just making sure he do it in the butt, so can't nobody get pregnant.
Okay.
Oh, we have a comment saying no more ass talk.
Next.
What I got next for us, honey? Oh, so here's some people that y'all don't know about. So these people, because we were just talking about that Taylor girl who was from what I understand, The Secret Lives of Mormon. There's a show called Mormon Wives that some people, honey, and I thought like when it came to divorce, Mormons weren't really rocking with that. But you should see where it says here, Mormon Wives, Jessi Draper, Nocticura, husband files for divorce. I don't know who any of these people are, but I'm sure this show has a large following. So let me just go ahead and read it so I can clip it later. It says, more drama for The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Jessi Draper's husband just filed for divorce, TMZ has learned. Jordan Nagatikura beelined it to Utah court Thursday and filed for divorce after 5 years of marriage, according to court records obtained by TMZ. Jordan tells TMZ, this has not been an easy decision, and when it comes with a heavy heart. It comes with a heavy heart, excuse me. I'm grateful for the shared memories and the lessons. While our paths are now moving in different directions, my priority remains my children and ensuring they feel loved, supported, and protected through this transition. He adds, I am committed to handling this next chapter with kindness and respect. I kindly ask for privacy and understanding as we navigate this as a family. Jessi and Jordan have a son and daughter together, plus another daughter from a previous relationship. So there figures to be some child and custody support issues to hash out as the divorce moves forward. The estranged couple tied the knot back in October 2020, and they have separated a few times only to get back together. Seems the reconciliations didn't last though, excuse me. We broke the story. Jessi and Jordan listed their Salt Lake City home amid speculation of the two were splitting. And after seeing their relationship run its course on the show, it's clear the couple is officially donezo. And we thought Taylor Frankie Paul was the only one with drama. TMZ so messy. But this is like, because usually when it comes to Mormon men, from what I understand, like they are usually not the ones that file for divorce. If there is any divorce, it's usually led by the women. So for him to wow. Well, that's that on that. I won't be watching this show. I don't know who these people are, and that's that on that. Okay, so I got 3 more stories left. This next one. So remember we talked about Joseph Duggar's nasty ass yesterday?
Yep.
Well, honey, they're giving him some special treatment, of course. And you should see where it says here, by way of TMZ, Josh Duggar's brother placed in secure area of jail away from other inmates. Mm-hmm. Well, as they should, because don't they tend to give well, I'm not gonna say as they should, but I guess as they should for his safety, because when it comes to pedophiles, don't they
give them the business?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, jail could be a dangerous place for people, but not for Joseph Duggar, who's super safe behind bars, TMZ has learned. The former 19 Kids and Counting star was placed in a secure area of the Washington County Jail in Arkansas as he awaits extradition to Bay County, Florida, to face charges that he allegedly molested a 9-year-old girl, according to a supervising corporal at the detention facility. The corporal tells TMZ Joseph has absolutely no access to other inmates for his own safety due to his high-profile case. Our source says the jail staff is very aware of Joseph's notoriety, and they're keeping him under constant watch, checking on him hourly, if not more often. We're told officers wearing body cameras are placed close to Joseph's cell to make sure he can't hurt himself. The corporal noted there are no cameras looking into the cells because it's a violation of Arkansas privacy laws. As we reported, Joseph was arrested Wednesday in Arkansas and booked for molestation of a victim less than 12 years old and lewd and lascivious behavior conducted by a person 18 years or older. Police say Joseph sexually abused a 9-year-old girl vacationing with her family in Panama City Beach, Florida in 2020. The girl, who's now 14, told cops Joseph asked her to sit with him on a couch underneath a blanket. And she said Joseph then manipulated her underwear and touched her private part while rubbing his hands on her thighs. Joseph and the rest of the Duggar family were featured on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting from 2008 to 2015. The popular show was canceled after Joseph's brother Josh was accused of molesting 5 children, including 4 of his sisters. In 2022, Josh was convicted of receiving and possessing child sex abuse images and sentenced to more than 12 years in federal prison. And I wonder how much they're going to give his nasty ass brother, Joseph, who's now safe from other inmates.
Yeah. When I tell you disgusting people.
He can't stay in there forever, though. He going to have to come out.
Mm-hmm. Well, he could stay in there forever. I could leave him in there forever.
I mean in solitude.
Yeah, they could leave him there too. He don't deserve nothing else. He don't deserve shit else. Oh, and then to talk shit about your brother and then turn around and you the same person. Oh my God. Oh.
What he could say, at least it wasn't my sister. I mean.
Nasty fucker.
Disgusting. That whole, the poor women in that family.
Yeah, that was the weirdest damn show.
Well, question: what y'all doing next Thursday at about 8 o'clock? Thursday night, 8 o'clock at Eastern Standard Time on March 26th. What y'all doing? Y'all got any plans?
I might. What happened?
It depends.
Well, I know I'm going to be watching the Tank versus Tyrese versus, honey. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, good for
you.
I'm
so tired of Verzuz. It's okay. We did that
you
through
know
the
what?
pandemic.
I was tired of Verzuz too until they bring 2 people like this together. And the reason I'm so excited, because y'all know how I feel about singers, particularly male singers. And these 2 are my motherfucking favorites, honey.
Well, both we got a crybaby.
What? Not too much on that. Hold on.
Which one am I talking about? Which one?
Are you talking about Black Tide, the crybaby?
Yes. You know exactly who I was talking about, so you know he's a crybaby.
That's why I say. So he might cry, but he also sings.
He does sing. He can sing. And both of them do sing down. But I'm sick of Verzuz.
I think what's going to happen is that a lot of people are going to, like, when Tank start talking about like his catalog of stuff that he's written, people are going to be like, "Oh, I didn't know he wrote that. Oh, I didn't know he wrote that." But I think it's going to be a nice learning experience.
It's a write down.
I might have to go out of town, so I might miss it.
Oh, well, I'll be watching it for us, honey. Watching it for the vocals.
Maybe, I may catch it for the vocals. Maybe. But
if I'm here, we can give it a watch.
Wait, what is it going to be on?
I think the Instagram, they usually have it on. You know, the Instagram got they Verzuz.
Well, I thought they had it on a separate app. Some other company had bought it out. Is it back on Instagram now?
I think they try to do it, make it similar to like a pay-per-view event because Teddy Riley's fucking ass. But
people said no.
We was like, no, nope. So, hi, Jamaican Queen.
Tried to monetize it.
Ready? I hope everyone's doing well.
What's up, Marcia?
Jeremy! Auntie had me looking at my calendar because I thought you was going to have a show to tell you that, talk about no damn first. Down somewhere on TV.
No, and I haven't been this excited about a Verzuz since the SWV and Escape Verzuz, and then before that they had the Brandy and Monica one. So anytime like the big names like this, especially like with some millennial favorites get together, baby, I'm all there.
Well, I like Monica. It's that other one I don't like.
You don't like Brandy?
No, I don't like Brandy.
Wow. No, we like the vocal Bible in this house. we like her.
She the one with that ratchet brother?
Well, yes.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Auntie was front row for No Limit and Cash Money. I was indeed. I was actually in Atlanta at the time. And the TV we were in a restaurant, Midtown Social, and it was a big ass TV where we were sitting there. Yes, I got to watch. I was front and center for that Cash Money and No Limit versus. Great experience.
Mhm. Interesting.
Yes. So shout out to them. So it doesn't look like so we have one maybe watch if she's not too busy, one definitely not watching, and then I'm gonna be the one watching. So hi Slayonka. Well, our last story I wanted to bring up because it is Women's History Month, and we have this black woman that just made history at NASCAR. Now, I don't know what none of the shit is that the article is talking about, but it sounds important. So I'm going to read about it anyway. But let's talk about Destiny Spurlock. And you see where it says here by way of hot new hip hop, Destiny Spurlock makes history as first black woman to compete in NASCAR's ARCA Menard series. Is that or is that pronounced ARCA or am I supposed to say ARCA?
It's probably ARCA, but ARCA is probably a good, name for it.
NASCAR's ARCA. So when I'm reading the source, should I just say NASCAR ARCA? I'm gonna say it anyway. So one of them fans will correct me if it's not right.
But go Destiny.
Okay. And this starts off. Destiny Spurlock is a winner in the XDA motorcycle drag racing series, who even has a world record to her name. This past year, she participated in the NHRA Pro Stock motorcycle category, which is the top level of the motorcycle drag racing discipline. Now she appears ready for a brand new challenge. Spurlock is going to be making her NASCAR ARCA Menard Series debut at Hickory Motor Speedway on March 28th. This is the ARCA East season opener, and it's a special achievement for Spurlock. She is set to become the first black woman to compete in a NASCAR ARCA Menard Series race. Spurlock will be driving for Garage 66 and MBM Motorsports in a Ford Mustang owned by Carl Long. She will be sponsored by Foxteca and will be racing alongside of some NASCAR top prospects. This moment means everything to me, Spurlock said. Since I was a little girl, I've dreamed of racing in NASCAR. I've worked so hard for this. So many opportunities have come and gone, but now I'm really here and I'm ready. I'm excited to build my race and I'm sorry. I'm excited to build my racecraft and learn and hopefully make it to the cup level. This is a significant development for NASCAR, which has actively worked on becoming more diverse sport over the last decade or so. With other black drivers like Raja Caruth and LeVar Scott climbing the ranks, Spurlock is someone who has great potential. Destiny competing in the ARCA series is more than a milestone. It presents an exciting opportunity for NASCAR's development pipeline. NASCAR's Vice President of Growth, Engagement, and Inclusion, Brandon Thompson, explained, having a world record holder from another discipline join the series speaks for the sport's continued growth and ability to appeal to a wide range of motorsports fans. Overall, ARCA is NASCAR's top development series for young drivers. If Spurlock is successful, her path would include the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and finally, the ultimate goal, the NASCAR Cup Series. Going from drag racing to stock car racing will be quite the adjustment. However, Spurlock appears eager to show people what she can do. Well, Spurlock, baby, you better motherfucking do it. And again, I don't know shit about NASCAR, but what I do know is I'm gonna be behind you, cheering and rooting for you.
Well, just know it ain't a lot of black people in there, so this is quite an achievement for her to be in anything NASCAR.
Yes, I love it. That's why, like I said, as much as I don't know anything about the sport, I do know that this was a really, really big achievement.
It is. It is. It really is.
So shout out to her, and I hope I said the name wrong because at first I thought it was Dynasty, but I was like, no, that looks like that's Destiny. So, well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, I want to ask, did anybody have any tea that they want to share or any tea that I might have missed?
I just want to update that story about that American student who was lost in Barcelona. He was found deceased on the beach.
No.
Oh
That's
Yeah.
damn horrible.
no! Oh my God, that's horrible. And did you hear what happened to the anchor, Lady Mama?
No.
It's the brother. It's her husband.
What?
Wait, hold on. I
Yes,
Savannah's
ain't seen no
husband?
girl.
breaking news. Hold on. Let me Google. What?
Wait, girl, wait.
Okay, because girl, I got a Google alert on Miss Nancy Guthrie, honey, and I ain't seen none of that.
Nancy Guthrie, TMZ said it's Nancy Guthrie mother, the anchor woman.
It was
It's
the
her.
Savannah Guthrie's husband that did it?
No, the one. What's the one that is the anchor for CBS?
Savannah.
Yes, it's her
It's
husband
NBC,
because
not CBS. Wait, hold
he
on. Oh,
he had he had POC. She was the PO. He was the POC for her finance,
Uh-huh.
and she added him on the account because all of that, and she had noticed that money was being moved from the account.
Money looking funny.
Yeah, and
wait.
she told him check TMZ, and she told him that she was gonna take him off.
What?
And he was the last person to see her the night of her disappearance
Oh,
because he took
Auntie.
what?
I was gonna say, have you found anything about that? Because
I
I
have
hadn't
not.
heard
I don't
that.
see any of this. And it sounds like Moon is looking too and she's not seeing anything.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Well, we saw it on TMZ at work last night. Auntie, look
Really?
at TMZ.
Maybe they were
That's where I
talking
am.
about possibly. Maybe it was on the when they talk about stuff on the show.
Maybe it was a possibility. I just came in on the last end of the stuff, and the girl was saying, "I knew it was somebody close to the family."
Yeah.
So that maybe they're looking at him.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're
they looking
looking
at
at
everybody. The last Nancy Guthrie story that we had that we went over was, their campaign to get the Sheriff Nanos, out of here because they felt that he wasn't doing his
Right.
best in trying to
Recall
find
on
her.
him. Right.
But no, we have
yeah.
no information on the family.
Okay, well, I'm gonna when I go to work today, I'm gonna tell the girl, send me that little thing you were listening to, cause TMZ was doing their, how they do their little round table foolishness, and I guess I did hear that part though, that he was the last person to see her the night of her disappearance because they went out to dinner.
Mm.
Yeah, they went out to dinner.
No, that was the other daughters and her husband that took her out to dinner. It wasn't
Tommaso
Savannah.
Cione. And we
It was
talked about that
Okay,
a long
okay,
Savannah.
time ago.
okay. Well, okay, so it's the wrong son-in-law. Well, they back looking at him.
The son. Oh yeah, the sister's husband.
Yeah, because he has her like he do something with her money.
Yeah, control over her account.
Yeah, he did something with her money.
So
Okay.
we have an
And
update in the chat that says Tommaso Cione has officially been cleared by law enforcement.
Yeah, they cleared him a long time ago.
Yeah, so I don't know where
I
this
think I don't know which I gotta go when I go to work tonight because she was playing it on her phone because I was like, damn, I ain't heard nothing about that lady
Mm-mm.
in a long time. I was thinking a while back because I was like, I said to my daughter, "You think she's dead?" And my daughter said, "Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
she gone." I said, "Damn!" And we were even discussing at work somebody like that. Why wasn't somebody like a nurse or a caregiver, somebody living in the house with her?
Well, that's what I said. Why was she living?
Yeah, and why was she living alone, knowing that she had such health risk?
Yeah.
You know, they could afford it.
I don't know. Maybe she wanted to be independent and stay by herself. I mean, you can't force her. But yeah, they looked at the son-in-law in the beginning and cleared him.
We talked
But
about that.
Oh, oh, they did. Okay,
yeah, well, that's
well,
what they said. I don't know if they looking at him again, but They did look at him.
I'm looking to see. I don't see any information on. Y'all know I know how to search now. I don't see nothing.
Oh, I know how to search Auntie. Oh well, don't. It won't me, Auntie. I was eavesdropping. I was eavesdropping because I'm the village lawyer, so I don't want to start nothing that won't be nothing. So,
Yeah,
but I know she was playing a recording.
Hmm.
So maybe it was an old recording or something.
it
And
might have been
like, yeah, it might have been an old recording. And I said, oh my God, that's so sad.
from when they was first looking at him. Maybe that came from that.
Hmm.
Oh, because I was like, that's so sad if it's the son in law, you know. But that boy died.
Yeah, he was found dead on the beach.
Oh my
Now they didn't say
God.
of what drowning, foul play. That just he's been found deceased. That was on the news this morning, but no other details yet.
Oh my God. See, every time you got spring break, it's always some tragedy.
Yeah.
I remember I never did that spring break foolishness, Jermaine. Tiffany's like, I want to go to take. I said, you going to go to your room. That's where you going to go and do that math homework and read them 2 books.
Now,
Yeah.
I've said here on the show who I think has something to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. I have no proof of this other than a gut feeling, but I think it was that preacher, that church. They was that preacher at a Manhattan church. They were going to him. Nancy and Savannah were going to. And the reason I think because he thought it was a good idea for him to get his ass on an interview with Holder Cotby to talk about, oh well, we need to pray. We need to pray. No, we don't need to pray. We need to go search for her. We need to
Allegedly,
put all
allegedly.
allegedly. So yes, I
What, there
think
was a preacher too?
yes, I think that preacher had something to do with that. Like I said, I can't prove it, but it's because I just thought that was in such poor taste. And Holder Cotby, as like Savannah's actual boss, should have known better. I just thought it was in such poor taste. Like, if my
Oh,
mama gets snatched up and be like going missing, do not bring my boss on TV talking about we need to pray. Oh, excuse me, as my boss, don't bring my preacher come on TV talking about we need to pray. No, no, that's no. You lost your mind.
yeah. But Auntie, the whole thing is weird. That's what I kept thinking because the day of technology and cameras and, this and that and like it's just weird.
I wonder if they actually were even like on the streets around there, like where their vehicle parked up in the scrub somewhere. The fact that they didn't see any vehicles that they could follow up with leaving,
That's what I'm
coming,
talking
or
about, Jermaine. That's what I'm talking about. Like
and
everywhere you go, there's a camera. Everywhere you go,
where
there's a camera. That you telling me not one how they knew how to turn off the GPS to her heart monitor. You know what I'm saying?
well, all you
Like
got to do is leave the phone behind. I mean, it's connected by proximity too. Even though it's on your phone, you got to be close to your phone for it to be reading. So all they had to do is leave her phone behind, and it disconnected.
yeah, but the newer one they got they got a wife they got a tracker in it, so it
The
will pick
tracker.
up on yeah, so it'll pick up on different Wi-Fi signal.
Oh well, I don't know then.
Yeah, they got the Wi-Fi on it, and I'm like, this is some crazy. This I guess is gonna be an unsolved mystery. Like, but name whatever that little girl name,
John
John
Bonet.
Benet.
Hmm. What
John
else followed if
Benet.
they go to that church in Manhattan? I'm just saying. Allegedly. And look through his office. Yep, they'll find something.
I'm done with you, Aunt. Is that Moderna?
It sure is.
Oh my God, Moderna. How are you? Nice to see you.
Hey.
I see your black ass ain't reached to Florida yet, but it's okay.
Oh no, honey, I don't have no need to come to Florida like that.
Well,
Mm-mm.
anybody
Florida
else
is
got
not
any
on
more
my.
tea?
I'm gonna need to come to Florida. I
You're not
gotta,
even in Florida?
I got a need for you to come to Florida. I guess I gotta get
Oh,
me.
you're saying you're my need.
Yes, yes.
Honey, I do not go to Florida much.
I can have a couple of good looking friends to.
Uh-oh. I don't need to be hooked up in Florida. Florida men are not on my cup of tea.
You don't need to hook up. We just here
Florida men
for
be in the newspaper. They always say it. They be like, Florida man did this. So I avoid Florida men.
we here for a good time, not a long time.
I
That's all we
want to end
doing.
up in jail.
No, you're not with me. You're not gonna end up in jail with me. My guys are very professional and on the they don't 10 o'clock they ready to go
Oh,
to bed.
That sound like
well,
auntie kind of guys.
well, we need to
Well,
wrap
yeah.
up the show.
10 o'clock we ready to go to bed. I was like, oh, let's go to this new place. And he was like, now?
Can
I
we end the
said,
recording? We got to end the recording, please.
yeah. Okay.
Ooh, sorry. My bad.
I'm sorry.
Well, thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back on Monday, and the next time you see us here, it will be Aries season. So, I hope the Pisces are enjoying the rest of
Period.
their
Ba, ba, ba,
season.
ba, ba.
But the next
Ba,
time
ba,
we
ba,
see each
ba,
other, it will
ba.
be Aries season. And don't forget to subscribe to a bitch, and hope to see y'all on Monday's show. But until then, you all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye,
And get
goodbye.
ready for the Aries flame, bitch.
Hey.
Bye.
Girl, you talking